What is going on, guys? It is Khan's Vlogs. We're back with another video, you guys. So today's video is probably going to be a little bit shorter than the last one. If you haven't seen the last video, go check it out on my channel. Link in the description. It was a comparison between my Camaro SS and my dad's Chevy SS. But on to today's video, guys, we're going to be going over 5 things that I hate about my 2015 Camaro SS. So you guys, this right here, this is my 2015 Camaro. It's a 2SS 1LE. I've got just about 53,000 miles on it now. It's been a super good car. It's mostly stock. I've done an intake, headers, and exhaust on it. That's pretty much all I've done to the car. I'm gonna be trying to stick to the things that I hated most about this car when I bought it, because I have changed up a couple of them, like the taillights. The stock taillights on these cars are just absolutely hideous, but I have since replaced that. But yeah, overall, you guys, I do love this car, and all these things I say are minor inconveniences to the grand scheme that I actually have this car. This is one of my favorite cars of all time, and I'm so glad and so lucky that I'm able to drive it. Okay, you guys, so the first thing that I absolutely hate about this car, and you know, it's partial to me because I'm kind of a tall guy, I have absolutely no headroom in this thing. My hair, when I'm sitting here driving like this, my hair is actually touching the ceiling of my car. I have about that much space in between my skull and the top of the car, and the seat is down as far as it can go. So, I mean, like, there's really nothing I can do about it. I could lean it back a little bit more, but like, I need to be comfortable while driving. That's more important. So that's kind of annoying. Along with that, this car is so low. Like, when people go to give me like food and drive-thrus and stuff, most of the time, I have to take it and twist it to get it to fit in between the window because the top is so low. I like it because it's like a sporty feel of the car. I mean, it gives you like you're so low to the ground and whatnot. It gives you that cool feeling. But it sucks when your head is constantly hitting the roof of your car, especially when I autocrossed it, my helmet was so big, I had to sit like this, slanted away from the actual center of the car because my head was hitting the ceiling. So that's complaint number 1, is how low the roof is, and I have no headroom in here. So the second thing that I hate most about this car has got to be the materials used on the interior and how it looks. It just looks super cheap, especially over on the passenger side. All of the silver trim and whatnot on this car, it feels like you're gonna break if you even touch. Like, it's just, it's so brittle, and it's that classic General Motors cheap interior, especially the door handles. They feel like they're just gonna snap off. I will say I do like the Alcantara on the steering wheel. I do like the heads-up display. The gauges aren't bad, except for the fact that they're that blue-green color. Again, just another classic GM thing that everybody got sick of. It's been since improved on the 6th gens, but this is a 5th gen, and so it still has that cheap, plain General Motors interior. The third thing that I hate most about this car is something that every Camaro owner can relate to. You cannot see anything out of your car. I mean, look at how low this is. This is actually eye level for me right now. So this is what I see when I'm driving, okay? It doesn't seem that bad. Look at how wide that A-pillar is. I mean, you really have to either look out this way or look out this way to see if there's anybody over there. When I pull up to traffic light, most of the time have to peek down such as this, just like that, to be able to see the lights at all, to see if it's green or whatnot. Just a super big hassle. Not only that, but I can't see anything behind me because that right there, I mean, there are the little windows in the back, but I can't see them from where I'm sitting. So most of the time, if I want to look behind me and I can't see them in my mirror because they're in my blind spot or something, I have to lean over like that. It's just kind of a pain in the butt and kind of gets annoying, but I mean, it's a sacrifice you're willing to make to drive a Camaro, I guess. And on to the 4th thing that I hate about this car. The stock taillights, you guys, on the 5th gen Camaros are the worst ever put on a car ever. I will take that with me to my grave. I'm yet to see a car that has more hideous tail lights, especially where mine's the non-RS. The RS ones are a little bit better, but mine being the non-RS, could not stand them. That was one of the first things I changed about this car. So I picked these ones up from Fast Tech Performance, the Hero 6 sequential tails. So when you turn on your turn signal or your hazards, red light bar shows across. But yeah, so that is one of the things I hate most about this car. Taking pictures of the rear end of my car was seriously just not appealing to anybody because of the tail lights. I mean, they were just dark red. They were just 2 squares pretty much. It was a bad combo. Did not go with the rest of the car very well. So we had to switch them up. All right, and the last thing that I have to complain about on this car is that 99% of people who see that I'm driving it or whatnot assume or ask me if it is my dad's car. Drives me nuts because this is almost 6-year-old car now. I mean, I'm 20 years old. It's not that far-fetched that I can have this car, but a lot of people see me driving it and they either ask or assume that it's my dad's car. It just kind of bugs me a little bit, not too bad. I've never been one to really care what people say. Growing up, you know, I always did drive my parents' car, but this car is actually one that I paid for myself. So I want to get that out there, but that's got to be one of the biggest pet peeves of mine is when I pull up and somebody say like, oh dude, is that your dad's car? Or your dad's got a pretty sick ride there, man. Or your dad's car looks pretty fast. It's like, dude, this isn't my dad's car. Trust me, if you're gonna race me, you would rather race me in my car and not my dad's. It's just, it drives me nuts, the fact that people can assume that I can't afford this or something because I'm young. It gets a lot of people triggered, and that's one of the things I love about the car, but we'll get into that in another video. But yeah, that's complaint number 5, is that people think that it is my dad's car. All right, and then honorable mention, this might be the #1 thing that I actually hate about my car the most, and that is the fact that it's a 5th gen and not a 6th gen. 6th gen Camaros are seriously better than 5th gens in every single way. They're faster, they're lighter, they handle better. That's all I've heard since I bought this car. That's the honorable mention, is that I was too broke to get a new Camaro and decided to get an old one. But other than that, you guys, that's gonna wrap up the video for today. Leave your questions, comments, and concerns down below, you guys. And like I said at the beginning of the video a little bit, I do love this car. These things I'm complaining about were actually stupid hard for me to come up with. I don't have a lot to complain with about this car. I'm just being nitpicky with it. But those are things that you should be aware of if you wanna buy a Camaro at some point. I do love this car. I just wanna get that out there, make that known, so everybody's like, oh, well, why'd you buy it if you hate it? I don't. I actually love this car. It's my favorite car that I've owned. So I just wanna make that very, very clear. But that's gonna wrap it up for the video, you guys. Thanks for watching. Head over to my channel, check out the other videos that I have up there. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe down below, and I'll talk to you guys on my next video.